Hello again, my vicidial friends, and now we're back to another tutorial. This is part 2, by the way. We have to install the perl modules in this part and the other required components that are required to run vicidial or vicidial. Okay, so we log in now as root again, and then we have our password testing 123. So we have it. Okay. Now we're going to do a perl minus mce shell. This takes us to a perl shell, so you can install the perl modules that are required to run the perl scripts that vicidial has. So we just press enter, 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 enter. And this one we have to put an uninst -1 so we can safely uninstall perl modules that we don't like. And we press enter again, enter, and we are going to select our mirrors for us to download these perl modules. So we select a North American proxy or a mirror. We select United States. Usually do 1, 2, 4, 5. Just 5 mirrors to just make sure that if the other mirror is down, another mirror is still up. But it's really impossible if all those mirrors are down. So we just press enter after we made our selection, and another enter to quit. Now we have the shell. So the first thing we're going to install is MD5. That's according to the scratch install how to. So we simply install it by typing install MD5. It's going to take some time. It will depend on your internet connection. Mine here is just 1 MB DSL, so it's kind of slow, but it will get there. Again, I made these videos because I want you to learn how to install it, not just download some stupid auto installer and just installing it in the hard drive, and there you get confused. So I'm trying to show you that installing vicidial is really easy. So again, that's it. MD5 is now installed, so we now install the next perl module. Install. Okay, that's digest MD5. Again, we're just following the scratch install that can be found on the official vicidial website. Now press enter here. Again, we have to install all of these required perl modules for vicidial to run correctly, because vicidial are comprised mostly of perl scripts that interact with asterisk. So if we miss one of these, then we will have an unstable vicidial installation. So that's finished. So we go on to the next, which is digest sha1. So just simply type install. Okay, Then next is read line. Okay. Again, just hit enter if anything goes wrong, or if you see this error message or something, just press enter again. If you're being asked for that, just press enter. Okay. Then next, I'm going to install the bundle cpan. I'm still going to have another second edition of this one because this is just a beta one. So this is basically the raw videos. The bundle cpan takes time to install because it's composed of several modules. So let's download it, install it, and test it. That's how it works. So it's going to take a while. Again, installing vicidial is quite easy as long as you understand and you know how to install it. If you really follow the Scratch install, you get lost. Trust me, many people get lost if they follow it from first step to the other, but reading it a lot of times can make you understand though. But nevertheless, the Scratch install has served us all well. So just imagine this as a video version of the Scratch install. As you can see, it's taking some time because it's building several modules, downloading them from the internet. So I'm going to pause this video for a while. I'm just going to take a water break. Maybe when I come back, this will be installed already. Again, I'm back from water break. It's still not installing everything right now, so it's still compiling, as you can see. So we'll just have to wait. By the way, this is not official content from eFlow or from the vicidial group. This is my own contribution to the open source community to make other people guided on how to install it. I mean to make them understand. If they don't want to install it, at least they do understand how it is being installed. I'm also following the instructions on the how to or the Scratch install while installing this one on the video guide. So if we're going to ask if we're going to install these other dependencies, we just have to say yes. Just enter. That's the default answer for that. I hope this is the first stage in coming up with a CBT for asterisk and vicidial. Again, it will ask you, do you want to modify or update your configuration? Just enter, just we don't want to change anything, since we just want them the way we had it before. We just want the regular settings that we entered a while ago. Again, as you can see, it's quite taking a while, but we're getting there. I'm sure it's going to be even faster than those auto installers out there, which leaves your brain empty or leaving you hanging on how did they do this or what. So at least here you can see how it's being done, so you can follow it yourself. This is real vicidial, what we're going to do. Again, we have another dependency, so we have to say yes. Just press enter, it won't hurt a thing. Excuse me, I have post-nasal dripping, by the way. That's being caused by my allergic rhinitis. I'm having that treated soon. Okay, there we have it. At last, the bundled CPAN modules are installed. So we have to do a reload CPAN. We just do this by simply typing rather, reload CPAN. There you have it. Okay. And the next will be installing DBI. We just simply type install DBI, all caps by the way. We just enter. Sorry if there's no background music. I'll be adding one in the next version or so. Okay, as you see, it's compiling. Again, the speed will depend on your server. If you have a faster server, it's going to compile in no time. Okay, there you have it. We have DBI installed. Next thing we're going to install is DBI for MySQL. So we have to do a force install. you're wondering why force, because we don't want to skip the test, because our SQL server is still not yet up. It will be up in the following tutorials, so we'll just stick with it. Others put this force. Oh, others could have problems with this if you don't have MySQL develop package, which we selected a while ago when we installed CentOS. Okay, press enter. Okay, it's installed now. Again, the force command will just ignore the testing, because if you try to install a Perl module, it will first download, compile, test before installing it. So if something goes wrong with the test, you can't go on installing the module. That's why you have to add a force if you want to ignore the testing that's being done to the module. And then we install telnet module. Alright, then press enter. Excuse me for that. Excuse me. Okay, the next is time high-res module. Please follow this capitalization form. Capital T, capital H, capital R. Because if you won't follow it, then it won't find the exact module. Okay, it's case sensitive. Again, this is 18 minutes of fun right now. 18 minutes and counting. Okay. And then the next we have to install the net server. Again, this is case sensitive, I warn you. Okay, and we have the Unicode map. Install it. Unicode map. Case sensitive again. Okay, then install J-code simply by typing install J-code, capital J. Okay, the install spreadsheet. Right, Excel. This is used for reporting, converting it to Microsoft Excel files. So it's really needed. Okay, it requires two dependencies, which we just have to press enter to install them. Okay, then next we have to install storage light. Okay, when it says like that, it's already being installed, because storage light was one of the dependencies of spreadsheet write Excel module that we installed a while ago. So that's why when you type it here, it shows up that storage light is up to date and it's currently in the system. So we move on to the next module, which is process table. Again, it's COP sensitive, case sensitive rather. Okay. Oops. I made a boo-boo. I put an R. It's process table. Use the best. Okay. My bad, my bad. Okay. Then next we install IO scaler. Okay, then the last but not the least Perl module we have to install is install spreadsheet parse Excel. Again, this is needed if for us to generate Excel files. Hopefully there's going to be an ODP soon, but most of the people use Microsoft Excel format. Okay, that's about it. That's all the modules installed. So we have to quit. It's just by typing quit. Okay. So the next component that we're going to install, another major component, is the asterisk perl. This module interacts perl files to your asterisk server. A reminder is that only asterisk perl 0.08 is compatible with vicidial, so we have to get that version, that exact version. The higher versions are not compatible with it. Are not compatible, by the way. Excuse me for my grammar. Again, you can see I'm copying the link. I'm copying the link right now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a wget. Just press paste the link here. Download asterisk perl. Okay, it's downloaded. Now we have to extract it by simply typing tar -xcvf. You can use tab, by the way, to make it convenient for you. So instead of typing the whole text, finds another similar one, we'll just read the whole stuff. So extract it, then we change directory into it. Okay, then we're going to do a perl on the make file. .pl means it needs a perl processor, or it needs a perl compiler, so we just have to call perl makefile at pl. Okay, then we do a make all. Then we do make install. Okay, it's there now. So change directory back. We'll just have to clear the screen for by typing out clear. So then another major requirement of vicidial is screen. Okay, we have to install screen by just simply typing yum -y install screen. Lacks another E. My bad again. The -y will just say yes to all if it has dependencies or if it wants to be installed right away. That's the Y flag. -y flag. Okay, we'll just have to clear the screen. Another major component is sound exchange or SOX. So we just have to do a yum again, yum -y, install SOX. Actually, you can install the two packages directly, but I just want to make it a step-by-step guide. You can either install SOX or screen, or you can install SOX and screen at the same time. Okay? And now we're going to install NTP, or that Network Time Protocol. This one's going to be used for us to synchronize to another time server and synchronize all our workstations together with the server for accurate reporting. So we just do a yum -y again, install NTP. Okay. As you may have noticed that there are some other software in the Scratch install that are mentioned there, but they are optional. I'm just focusing on the one that will have us running and the one that's really required by vicidial, and we'll focus on the other tools later. Okay, so there you have it. The next step is we're going to activate our web and MySQL servers. So just simply type in service HTTPD for our web server, start. It's usually like that. Then service MySQLD, and then we just have to set a password for your root user with simply typing MySQL admin. We have testing 1 2 3. So we have successfully put testing 1 2 3 password to the root user. So we can just test it out by doing a MySQL -p. It already assumes that we're the root user, since we're on a super user console, so we have to type testing 1 2 3 to verify our password, and then we're in. Okay, we'll discuss more of this later in the next parts of the tutorial. Just have to quit. And one more thing is we have to change or to edit the settings of php.ini and change the memory limit from 16 MB to 48 MB. We can do this by simply typing vi. This is my favorite editor, by the way. etc php.ini. Okay, then we just have to do this one. Or the slash one will take you to the text memory limit, okay, which is here. This is 16 MB. Just have to make it 48 MB. Then press escape, control WQ, colon WQ. That's to write to the file and quit. And then we have to restart our web server by typing service httpd restart. For the changes to take effect. Okay, and the next step is we're going to make sure that they run startup by issuing this series of commands. So first, let's do a chk config. It means that for level 3, 4, and 5, your HTTPD or your Apache server will start up on boot time on these 3 levels. We have this on, and we have to do the same with our SQL server to on. Okay, there you have it. We have it installed now. We have it configured. So this is the end of the second part of the tutorial. The next part is coming up.